morning, my dear students. Today we will start physics of class 10. First we will discuss that center of gravity. So what is the center of gravity? Center of gravity means that, for example, at first I am showing you, if I draw any object, so and we know that every object consists with its molecules and every molecules have some certain weight. So let it be here molecules are present and every molecules of that certain weight. Let it be that M1, M2, M3 like in this way. Now what happens whenever you want to balance any object, that times at a certain point the object being balanced. So what it indicate? It indicate that all the masses of the object gather at a point, and that point is the total mass assumed to be gathered at that point. So this point is known as the center of gravity. So what I said, the center of gravity? Center of gravity means when the object total mass gathered together, then this point or the mass of that particular point is known as the center of gravity. So let it be here, it must be M. So what we can say, that mass at that particular point equal to mass of all the total molecules. That means M equal, we can write M1 plus M2 plus M3 we can write. So this is the center of gravity. Next we will go for that uniform circular motion. What is the uniform circular motion? Circular motion means its wings rotate. Uniform means at a constant speed. So when any object move in a circular path with a constant velocity, let it be at a point, its velocity v, here again when come its velocity v, whenever again it is going its velocity v. So when the object moving in a circular path and at a constant velocity, then these motions is known as the uniform circular motion. After that, then what is the difference between the linear uniform motion and the circular uniform motion? As we all know that in case of the linear motion, what happens? The particles moving in a straight path and its velocity being same. In case of the circular motions, here also the velocity being not changed but moving in a circular path. At the case of that linear motions, what happens? It's an unaccelerated motions. Okay, and here in case of the circular motions, it's an acceleration motions. So this is the basic difference between the uniform circular motions and uniform linear motion. Next very important point, that centripetal force. What is the centripetal force? At first I am giving an example. Centripetal force means when an object moving, okay, all the time remember centripetal force actually occurs in a circular path. Okay, so centripetal force means when an object moving in a circular path and the force acted towards the center, force all the time acting towards the center, these types of the force is known as the centripetal force. So what is the centripetal force? Centripetal force means when the object moving in a circular path and the force acted toward the center of the object, these types of the force is known as the centripetal force. For example, examples here are our solar systems, all the planet revolving around the sun. So here sun attract all the planet towards it. So it's an example, or you can say like that the atomic model, okay, where the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So it is also the centripetal force. Next one is the centrifugal force. What is the centrifugal force? It's just opposite of the centripetal force. In case of the centrifugal force, the force not acted towards the center. The force acted outside, outward direction. The force all the time acted outward directions. These types of the force is known as the centrifugal force. Example, when we are taking a strings and you can say in a stones, and whenever your roundings moving, then what happens if somehow it's cut the thread, then the stones going toward the outward directions. So these types of the force is known as the centrifugal force. Again I must repeat, centrifugal force acting toward the center of the object and centrifugal force acting towards the outward, not towards outward of the center. So this is the basic difference between the centrifugal force and the centrifugal force. That's it for the day. You practice the questions. Thank you.